Usually I don't pay too terribly much attention to what goes on in the very, very much longer run in long-range forecast models, but this one I'm paying a little bit of attention to because the forecast models are really converging on a solution, and it really is pretty dramatic in terms of what's going on. It's not dramatic here at first. On into the weekend. Pardon me, we could see a little bit of a dip in the jet stream coming up on Friday, but it's nothing. We're looking for great big loops in the jet stream. We're not finding any right away, but finally it does start to really loop coming up by the first part of next week and the middle of next week. There's what's called the subtropical jet right on through here that feeds all kinds of moisture on up out of the Pacific, the Gulf of Mexico, and then that's called the polar jet right through here. It's going to really provide some colder air. Now, we're not likely to get snow out of this. It's too far in advance to really let you know what's going on with it. But chances are we're really going to see a blast of cold air coming up by the middle and end of next week. So in the meantime, in the short run, a little cooler, but not that terribly bad. On into the end of the weekend. Here's where we are. By Wednesday, we're going to go into Thursday, Friday, show you what's going on with that. Overnight, it'll be about 38, 39 inland, around 49 near the coastline by tomorrow morning. During the day tomorrow, I'm going a little cooler than this. 62 to 65, I think, is a good range. We'll go in the low end of that range. As we are 7 o'clock in the evening. Now, the forecast model just updated just before I went on with this. The earlier run of the forecast model, in fact, a couple of them had all kinds of rain over the area by 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning out ahead of this weak cool front. But now this one does not. I do tend to think that we will see more rain than is being depicted by this model at 4 o'clock in the morning. Even at 7 o'clock in the morning, we could see some rainfall, but then it moves out. We end up with some cooler winds moving on in 10 to 20 miles an hour during the day coming up on Friday. How about beyond that? And we'll take you to Saturday, show you what's going on. Remaining a little bit cooler, a little warmer than that coming up on Sunday and into the day on Monday. And then we get to Tuesday, we start seeing some rainfall. Remember on that long-range view, all that stuff moving in, the subtropical jet, pulling all kinds of moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific. Well, it could roll right on up toward the East Coast by the day on Tuesday, the latter part of the day Tuesday, into Tuesday evening. And then by Wednesday, a cold front moves on through and drops our temperature back on down, and will likely drop our temperature even further by Thursday and Friday. But again, it's a real long range, so it's a little bit speculative, but since it's so big, we're paying attention to it. 62 degrees coming up for the day on Thursday. Friday, we could see some morning rainfall into the area. 57, 55 Saturday, 58 Sunday. Warming up for Monday and Tuesday in advance of that colder air hitting by Wednesday.